Now let's talk about a very important topic, which is microplastic and cancer risk. Microplastics, they can cause increase in cancer risk through multiple molecular mechanisms. The first one is chronic inflammation. Long-term immune activation can cause pro-tumor environment and release inflammatory cytokines. The second one is increased mutation rate because of oxidative stress and DNA damage that can cause higher mutation rate, and that can further lead to cancer risk. The third one is disruption of cell cycle checkpoints. There are important cell cycle checkpoints, and microplastics, they can interfere with that. So plastic associated chemicals, they can interfere with tumor suppressor proteins, and that will lead to the effect in the checkpoints that are controlling the cell division. The next one is activation of oncogenic signaling pathways. There are various oncogenic signaling pathways that can be affected and dysregulated by microplastics. Alright, now let's talk about microplastics and our brain health. Microplastics, or even nanoplastics, they are small enough to cross the blood-brain barrier due to their ultra-small size and surface reactivity. They can accumulate in brain tissues, particularly in the region involved in memory and emotional regulation. They trigger neuroinflammation, activating microglia and promoting chronic inflammatory signaling. They contribute to memory loss, reduced learning capacity, as well as cognitive dysfunction. Long-term exposure increases the risk of Alzheimer as well as risk of Parkinson's disease. The expanding area of research is now recognized as neuroplastic toxicology, focusing on how these plastic particles, they alter brain function and even the structure, as well as long-term neurological health. Now let's talk about microplastics in unborn babies. There are disturbing studies that showed microplastic present in placental blood, indicating that they can enter the fetal environment. They can be transferred from mother to fetus, as these particles, they have been found in both sides of the placenta. The potential impact is on brain development due to early exposure, which will lead to inflammatory and chemical stress. The second impact is on immunity, as microplastics, they can interfere with immune cell function. The third one is metabolism. By disrupting hormonal signaling pathway, they can retard the fetal growth. This means microplastic exposure begins even before birth. Research Goal. At Research Goal, you will find research-driven courses that offer real research skills, data analysis training, and publication support. And best of all, it is incredibly affordable, costing less than other platforms. Join Research Goal today for free. Check out the link in the description box.